Hi, I'm Kris Kropff with the Lorenz Corporation and class rep of last year's class. Lisa asked me to come in today and talk a little about the expectations for the class rep. I'm not going to stand here and read a handout to you, mostly because obviously I'm not standing here at all. I'm at my office calling in a favor to have a video recorded because even though Lisa asked me about this date 6 months ago and sent me another reminder last month, I managed to okay a travel itinerary that has me in the air somewhere between here and Kansas City at the moment. As a class rep, you are expected to be more organized than this. Seriously, you're also expected to do the handful of things bulleted on the page Lisa circulated. Doesn't look like much, right? Especially when framed against the opportunity. I know for me, the Leadership Dayton experience was one of the best of my life, and I thought as class rep, I can extend it. I can keep that going. I really like the Leadership Dayton program and think it does great things for the city, and now I have a chance to do even more. And most of all, how cool is it that a group of people that I hold in amazing esteem picked me to represent them? It's easy to think of all the reasons to say yes to being class rep. It's harder to think of the reasons to say no. That organization thing I mentioned, yeah. So somewhere there it says manage contact information. Not kidding, it legit did not occur to me that people are going to change jobs, and with it, emails and contact information and addresses, and you have to keep all of that together. It's a real thing. Joining the Board of Governors. Sure, the board only meets quarterly, and it's large enough to spread the work among everybody, but I still don't feel fully involved. I'm still trying to get in the groove with a committee meeting, and it's because there's only so much time. If you decide, like I did, to be matched with a board, just remember that if you're the class rep, you're saying yes to 2 boards. And if you're the kind of person that overcommits and underdelivers, hi friends, be aware that you are going to have no shortage of commitment opportunities as a result of your participation in Leadership Dayton. Organize and communicate about regular class get-togethers. Yeah, that's just a euphemism for herd cats. A lot of cats and a lot of herding. Though I hear your class has an app, so with any luck that'll make a single communication platform easier. Well, that and someone who's actually able to organize communications. Which reminds me, brings me to a bit of an aside here. Yes, there's some serious responsibility that comes with being a class rep, but voting for your class rep is also a serious responsibility. Just because someone's fun and quirky and knows all the craft beer spots in town doesn't mean you want her as your class rep. My class did, and honestly, I sometimes get choked up when I think about it. But I also sometimes wonder if the outcome would be different if we voted now. That brings me to something that the class rep isn't expected to do. You aren't expected to do everything yourself. If I could change one thing about the last year, it's that I would have asked for help sooner. I would have asked if anybody had ideas about how to organize get-togethers, rather than get better on the nut trying to figure out exactly the perfect thing that would be just the right fit with everyone. Actually, that is not the only thing. There are 2 things I would change. That short presentation, graduation expectation, it's not on the handout, and it'll just be mentioned very cavalierly as just an also ran. Yeah, it's 20 minutes, or a third of the ceremony. And the only thing you need to accomplish is to give your families and colleagues in attendance an understanding of the entirety of the whole experience, right? I mean, no worries, except a lot of worries. And don't even get me started on the PowerPoint that Jenny Balkwater did at the graduation prior to mine. Talk about setting the bar. So yeah, I would have started that earlier than 2 days before graduation. But other than that, there's nothing that I would change. I continue to work harder to be a good class rep because my class deserves it, and I'm sure whoever you elect will do a great job with yours. Offer them help, be cognizant and careful with your choice, but most of all, just keep enjoying the experience. Hopefully this gives you an idea of kind of my experiences as being class rep. I'm sorry I'm not there to answer any follow-up questions, but my email is kris@lorenz.com. That's KRIS@LORENZ.com. Please bring on any questions that you have, and I'll do my best to answer them. Please enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to meet a lot of you at graduation.